A call to action for parents, teachers, and health professionals. Today, the Surgeon General called e-cigarettes use in teenagers an epidemic.
Here in the Metro, one school district telling us that they caught 40 middle and high school students vaping or smoking this semester alone, and that could lead to some serious problems.
That nicotine exposure during adolescence can uniquely harm the developing adolescent brain, impacting learning, memory, and attention.
Well, often the problem here is many of these students think e-cigarettes contain a harmless water vapor and that these devices can be easy to be overlooked in schools. 41 Action News reporter Stephen Dial joins us live now in Blue Springs. Stephen, what did you find out today?
Well, Mike, the semester ends tomorrow, and the Blue Springs School District has already found dozens of students using vaping devices or e-cigarettes inside schools. And just across the street after school ended today, we saw at least 2 students using e-cigarettes. It's something that school officials all across the country are worried about.
Most of the students are telling us is probably that's just the tip of the iceberg of what we're catching. 40
times this semester, Blue Springs Public Safety says students are bringing vaping pens and e-cigarette devices to school.
They look like a thumb drive, and actually to charge them, you plug them into your computer. So most staff that's not familiar with them is not going to see anything wrong with it.
These are some of the items that students used in the 8 middle and high schools in the district.
And it releases the vapor, and they inhale that.
This isn't just a Blue Springs problem. In a recent survey, the National Institute on Drug Abuse says nearly 2 in every 5 12th grade students said they vaped or used an e-cig last year.
16, 15 years old, just trying, look like little kids.
Rocky Munoz is the manager at Exotic KC Vape and Smoke. He says they turn around underage people daily.
There's people who do it for the original intent to quit smoking, to better their healthy lifestyle. But at the same time, in this day and age, everybody does it for different reasons.
The spike that officials are seeing in schools is growing. Phillips says the cool factor and the flavors attract students. The concern is, despite stores having a 21 and older policy, students are still getting their hands on the product.
A lot of them have told us they're at parties all the time where they're vaping. They have older siblings, they have older friends that are able to buy it, because they're 18, they're older, and then those people are turning around and selling it.
Here in Blue Springs, if a student is caught vaping or with an e-cig and is found guilty, they have a mandatory vaping class through the Juvenile Detention Services. Mike, that first class was last week. Reporting live, Stephen Dial, 41 Action News.
Okay, Stephen, thank you. Now, some companies, including Blue and Juul, say that they are already working to limit underage sales. Blue now requires you to be 21 to buy pods online across the country. Juul stopped the sale of certain flavors to retail stores. It is no longer using its Facebook and Instagram pages. The FDA plans to hold a public hearing next month.